Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name's Sherry, and this is Practical Stitches. And this is going to be the pointing to the wrong side. This is going to be the project that we're making tonight. Little flowers. I can't believe this is so purple and it looks blue on my. It's pretty blue. So these have alligator clips on them. I think that's what they're called. All right. I can't believe how backwards I am on the camera. So they're very light and festive. Now, I kind of ruined this one. Here, I'll take it out. Hello, Edna. So I'm making flowers, and I thought it looks nice on camera, but it is a mess. Because after I made this, I thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice if it was sparkly? And so I put glue on it and that really fine glitter. So now there's glitter everywhere, of course. But so that is what we will be making for Valentine's Day. Because I'll try and get it on there so you'll see it. I can't see what I'm doing. All right. There. I think it's going to stay. I got back too far. Anyway. Oh, people are tuning in. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Lucy. And hello, Edna. So, yes, I went down the rabbit hole of looking for how to make fabric flowers. And oh my gosh, there are so many different ways to make them. It's crazy. So I already knew of the way where you take either a long strip or a bunch of circles. Let's say like this. Take a bunch of circles. And then you gather it so it makes a petal. So I tried this with squares, and that's what it turned out like. And you would have to do so many of them and then attach it to each other. And I have made these before and I remember not enjoying it. So I tried it this way with the squares. It didn't work very good because I think I ended up using circles is what happened. Anyway, yes, there's so many different ways to make flowers. So I started to make this little one, and then you would have to keep going around with like bigger ones, or I don't know. So then I tried, what was the other one? There's quite a few different ways. So then I wrecked this one as well. I just used the leftover pieces that I had already cut. So I tried to make this one, and then I added the glitter later, which is not a good idea, but probably shouldn't have added the glitter at all. Anyway, this is going to be a trend for 2025, which is either putting the flowers like on a dress, like on the shoulder, or I'm sure you've seen pictures of dresses with like the smaller type flowers all over a bodice. Anyway, so this is going to be a trend, and I thought this would be fun, flirty little thing to do for Valentine's Day. So And I thought, you know, I don't know, your significant other might want to whisper in your ear or something. So you have a flower in your hair. So these you can, I think you can get these clips probably anywhere. You might even have some at home. I'll show you what they look like. Here's a big one. They have teeth in them, a flat spot to glue your flower to. And you can make this into a pin. You would just have to put a piece of felt onto the back, and then you can glue your clip to this or a pin. Like you could attach a safety pin, or there's all kinds of different types of pins you can get. So I think that's kind of cute. What do you guys think? Hello, Bronwyn. And actually, when I started making these, I thought I wouldn't like them. I wouldn't think they'd look like a flower. But out of the ones that I've tried and the ones that I've looked at, this is the fastest, easiest one to do. So then I decided I would use some different fabrics. So this one here is a knit, and it's kind of stretchy. So it already has like a lurex thread in it. So I tried that one, and it is kind of floppy, but it turned out okay. But it still frays a little bit. So you have to give it a little haircut. You can see there's thread coming off there, I think. Barely, maybe. So I tried that, and I don't know if I would recommend a knit, but if you don't care if it frays or not, I would go ahead and do that. So then I tried, this is just like a lining fabric, like it's polyester lining, basically. So this is what you do. And watch me start a fire. And I think this actually turned out the best, and it's a great way to use up scraps, like if you had a lot, because there's not a lot of things you would use this for scraps. So this I felt worked the best, and you just take it to the candle and singe it. We're going back in time, people. So I don't know if you can see it, and it curls a little bit. There. So you can see it's all singed. All right. So I felt that worked the best. So then I tried organza. It does work, but it also, it might be because of the color, but it does work good. Now I haven't tried to, I'm going to show you guys how to make one, and I have one started. But you can see that there's black, maybe you can't. I'm going to set this down before I cause fire. Maybe you can't tell that there's, do I have a better one? See, I burnt this one a little bit. Anyway, So that keeps it from fraying and kind of makes it curl a little bit. So then the other fabric I tried, just so you know, because I was rooting through my stuff to find, and this is like a piece of crepe. It's not very thick. It's almost chiffon-like, but not quite. So you can see that it's really drapey. So that's what I made this one out of. And I have, now if you hold it to the candle too much, it will, you see there's scorch marks on there. So I'm not going to use that one. But it does curl. And what am I going to show you? Yep. So you can see that there's a singed edge to keep it from fraying, and I kind of like the fact that it curls a little bit. So then, like I said with this one that I said that I ruined with the glitter, is I just took glue and went along the edges like this and then dumped it in glitter. And that makes a great big mess and it didn't work very good. So then I tried, and that's why these are sparkly. I used glitter paint. So I have some of this glitter paint, and I just went around the edges. Okay, I'll hold it so you can act. What's it called? Folk Art Glitterific is what I used, and this is rose gold. Okay, Bronwyn said she could see the dark edges on, yeah, on this one. It might be because of the color and because I get a little excited about singeing stuff. And I already showed you how to do that, didn't I? Yes, on this one. Okay, so that, you don't have to do that part. I like to do that part because it's fun. And I did do it on all of these, and you can't see the black on it now. That it's like you'd have to look really close to see it. Okay, so first of all, you need circles, any type of circle. And I just lost my needle. So I just used stuff that was laying around. I used my magnetic dish for a circle. I used, now I'm trying to thread a needle and I can't talk and thread a needle at the same time. Where is my little thing? I used a lid off of something. Where's my, here's a ruler. So most of them I did 3.5-inch circle. This one measures at 4. So these ones, the one here is a 4 or a 3.5, and this one here is a 3.5 circle, and so is this. It might be a 4 because I wasn't that careful about how circular they were, because as you can see, you're using scraps and sometimes they're not a perfect, it looks more like an amoeba than a circle. So, okay, now I got my needle threaded. So first you take your first, and then I did tell you that I used the paint and I painted around the edges. They're all dry now. Everything is singed, which is not necessary. You don't have to do that part. I added that part in because who doesn't want a little bit of glitter everywhere? Who doesn't want glitter everywhere? So, oh, I'm going to lose my needle again. Okay, get in there. So, you take your first circle and fold it like that. So you just fold it in half and then fold it again. So you get like a cone kind of shape. And don't press it because you want it to stay floofy. Technical term. So I have 2 of them sewn on there now. So you need 11 circles altogether if you're going to do it exactly this way. I did not read any directions for making this. I know you're all going to laugh and say, oh, big shock. I did see a picture, and that's how easy it is. It's not hard. So you take your 1 circle, and then you start sewing those in the center. And as you can see, I am only tacking it basically. Like this is, you just tack it in the center. So it's not a great big giant hand sewing project. So I'm going to try not and lose my thread again off my needle. So fold it, and I don't think it really matters which way you lay them down, like where the fold would go. So I just do 3 stitches very quick. And then I do another stitch across the opposite way. All right. So as you can see, I don't know if that's going to show up. There you go. So I'm going to do it again. So just going to fold it. So pretty simple. And that is pretty much the long and short of it all. Bronwyn, how cold is it in British Columbia? I heard you were very cold. It was minus 20 something here yesterday. But today it was plus 2. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Okay, so then you should have something that looks like this. So you have your flat circle that you didn't do anything to on the back there. And then you have your 4 folded and tacked in the center, like so. See, you get half flower already. So then the next row, from the pictures I seen, and I don't know, that's how I made all of these that I made. You just fold the next one in half, lay it on top, and then just secure it with a few stitches. Bronwyn says glitter is always a good idea. It depends. Sometimes it's not such a great idea. So I just do a few stitches along the center to hold that in place. Like probably 4. And I go past the center a little bit. Brahma says it's sitting at -5. I think we actually got snow. It's cold enough for me. I'll pass on anything colder. Oh, I thought I saw something on a news feed or something that said frostbite warnings. So maybe that's farther north. Ouch. Oh, I got my thread all tangled up or something. Where is it? I always have it so dark down here that I can't see. Oh, there it is. One. All right. My thread's getting too short anyway. I got it all tangled up in there somewhere. Oh, Brahma says it's going to get colder on the weekend. Okay. I need more thread. Okay. I have needles threaded. I'm at the ready. Okay. So then you have put your 4 and then you do a half one, which my singed one is there. So that's just fold it in half and you just tack it in the center right here. So we're going to do one more on the other side. My singed flower. Okay. Yes. So I thought this was a fun little project, especially where it's supposed to be a trend to have headpieces and hats and flowers and bows. And I think I'm a little old for a bow, so I thought the flower was fun. I've made them for a wedding, I think once, like little tiny roses. And they were very time consuming. So this, there. So I've just tacked that in the center. And then we're going to do another 4, and I just make sure they're offset from the ones before. All right. Okay. So, I have my thread. So you can see where that opening is. I'm going to make sure that that petal is over top of this opening. I don't know if that really matters, but that's what I've been doing. So then I'm just going to tack that, and then after you do these 4, it is pretty much done. So does anybody think that they might try and make one of these flowers? I think they would be, if you made small ones, you can even like make a garland out of them. Or you could even cut a slit here and here in your felt and sew it onto the back to cover up your stitches, and then thread ribbon through, like if you cut a slit in the, and you could tie it around your neck, a slit in the felt for ribbon. All right, I'm probably sewing these way too much. I usually just sew them 3 times and then I do one other stitch that goes the opposite direction. All right. Okay. Cindy says she's not a flower kind of person, but they are, and she says that they would make a cute for a little girl's dress, like put in her hair. Absolutely, I agree. It's just been such a dark, dreary, I find very dark and dreary this winter. Although it was sunny today, but by the time I get off work, I don't see any of it. By the time I get home, the sun is going down. All right, because I usually run errands after work, and then by the time I get home, it's all done. The sun is gone. So I thought this would be great if you wanted a man to whisper in your ear. I frankly don't. I'd be okay. I'm okay without it. I feel sorry for the poor man who ever tries to do that to me. All right. Almost done. Oh, and I have quite a few updates to tell you about. Okay. Yes, it was very nice today. It was +2, which is very unusual since it was like super cold the day before. Well, in the morning it was. It warmed up during the day a little bit. It didn't stay like that all day. But it was definitely chilly. Okay. So, but I thought these were fairly quick, and I've kind of had fun making them, playing with paint to try and get some glitter on here. Although my singe job on this one is not very nice. But you gotta try it, right? Gonna try some different things. So I'm just tangling my thread. I'm just putting in so many stitches in there I can't do it. There. Alright. So there is the flower. Done. Ta-da! So then you can put felt to cover up the stitches on the back, which aren't really that bad. But you could put that there to make it look more professional and give the glue something to stick to. Or you could put a pin or both. Or like I said, the 2 slits and then run a ribbon through it. And then you could tie it around your neck, or you could just pin it. I have a pin right here, so we don't have anything on this side. Let's get rid of the hair. Here we go. So super easy. It can't get much easier than that. And oh, my hair is pulling, that's why. I guess And they're very light. You don't even remember that you have this in. I guess you can't see that. There. Better. So there. But yeah, they just puff right up. You don't really have to do anything to them. Do I have this one? I kind of ruined with the glitter. I went a little crazy. But it looks like a flower. Now, can you see? So that's where it's folded in half. And then your ones that are folded in fours. So there, that is the fun thing for Valentine's Day. I'll have one more coming up for next week. Although it is Valentine's Day next week, but so this is much easier than doing these ones, like the long gathering ones. They are quite time consuming and I find them hard to sew together, like to get them nice and tight. So, and I have fun singeing them. And I make quite a few of them and it didn't really take a long time. It takes longer to prepare it, like to cut out your things. And I think it's a great way to use up lining scraps. Because what are you going to do with, like, if you cut something out of lining, what do you do with the scraps? You could make these flowers and you could even make them into a garland. You don't have to make a barrette or a pin, like a brooch. Like, I look like I'm ready for Mardi Gras. I have never been to Mardi Gras. I'm trying to go this way. All right, there. And then we have another one here. All right, so now I'm going to talk to you about serious things. Well, not serious things. Okay, I'm all done playing. I am flowered. But yes, they would be cute for little girl's hair. And yeah, so you just need 11 little circles. You use 1 for your base, then 4, then 2, then 4. Super easy. But I think the lining one, because I like the way they curl. And it's a good way to use that up for scrap. Be nice to do a multicolored one. I wonder what that would look like. Edna says that I should make one for Remy. Well, Remy is sleeping upstairs. She's not very interested in my antics. But I'm pulling my hair out now. But yeah, and I just glued on the clip, and I haven't tried to take it off, but I used super thick tacky glue. There's probably a better glue that you could use, but it's strong tack, fast grab, dries clear, and it is very thick. I thought it said, it says perfect for bonding felt, floral foam, ceramic, stone, glass, fabric, leather, gems, and more. So that's what I had, so that's what I used. So very, if you, and you don't have to use clips, you can use a pin, but you might have some kind of barrette around that you could attach them to. So yes, and I actually got these from Amazon a while ago because I planned on making this back in January. So I think these were 10 cents. Like, because I got a bag when I only needed like a couple. Get a whole bunch. But I kind of like making these, so